All right, looks like we got a beautiful morning. Sun coming up behind me here. I'm at a spot where there's a little bit of a knoll out here, and there's a lot of iron on top, and I'm focused on that site. I know it's an old helm site, probably from the mid-1900s, somewhere in there, but it's along a main travel route. You can hear the cars coming and going behind me here, but it's along a main travel route that's been around a long time. So if it's a site that's good enough for a home in the mid-1900s, it might be a site that's good enough for a camp around Civil War time. So we're going to check it out. We're going to see what we can find. Lots of iron in the ground, so going to dig a lot of holes today. Stay tuned. Well, this was a real shallow signal. About 4 inches down. First scoop out. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, that is a gorgeous dropped 3-ringer. That's awesome. All right, they were here. They were here. And right down at the bottom of that hole, about 5 inches down, got a nice 86 signal. And pulled up a keyhole cover. Looks like it's broken off of an old padlock. All right, that's a good sign of age. We'll keep going. Well, I just pulled a nickel out of the ground, and it's an old buffalo nickel. Wearing in a 56. I'm gonna get a date on this one too. Let's just say 1936, I believe. Yeah, 1936. Nice little buffalo nickel. Got a shallow target down in that hole, only about 4 inches down. Little pistol ball. That's another good sign. Well, I got some really nice cloud cover out here today. This site is really starting to pay off here. I'm working a little different portion, and looks like we got a good target right here. It's smashed, but that's a big one. Big 3-ringer. Looks like it might have been fired. See a line on it there. Maybe that's why it smashed. I don't know. But I like what I'm finding. We're going to keep looking. Yeah, another strong signal, only about 4 inches down. I was up in the plug here. Check it out. Another 3-ringer. That one's fired for sure. All right. Nice hunk of lead. Awesome. Still moving along. I'm on the back side of this little slope. Just a ton of iron in here. Just keeping an eye on the ground too, and pulled this out. And I flipped it over and saw that blue feather edge. That is a great sign. That is an old piece of pottery right there. Excellent sign. All right, we're going to work this place real hard. Lots of iron. Stay tuned. Okay, I just wanted to turn the speaker on the dais and give you a listen at this site here. This is a little hillside here that is just loaded with iron. And I'm just trying to pick these little squeaker signals out. See if I can isolate them and get them to repeat. Just a boatload of iron right here. Obviously an old house site. There we go. Got one to repeat. Real nice numbers too. 87, 89, 88. And it's about 5 or 6 inches deep, so let's dig that up and see what we've got. Well, this one was quite a ways down. Pushing 7 or 8 inches anyway. Got an old iron buckle down there. Had a nice tone to it. Don't see those too many times. Old iron buckle. Still has the tongue. Okay, good strong signal. Wasn't too deep down here, maybe 4 or 5 inches. And pulled up a little spoon bowl. That thing's got some age on it. Looks like it was silver plated at one time. Well, we'll clean that up a little bit. See, perhaps we can't find the rest of it out here. It's real thin. Nice old spoon. Real scratchy signal here. Not very deep. Again, it was in the plug. Rolled off the back of the plug. Check it out. Is that a coverall button or a two-piece? Definitely a button of some kind. Hard to tell on the age yet. I'll have to get it cleaned up, but there's definitely a pattern there. I'd say it's a civilian two-piece, but I'll get it cleaned up a little bit and we'll have a closer look. Yeah, so it's the front of a two-piece button. The back is gone. There's what the front looks like. Kind of a cross-hatch pattern. Pretty sweet. Okay, we got a good target down here. Good solid signal. Let's check it out. I think I saw it on edge. There. There it is. Eagle General Service. Nice coat button. I feel the shank. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man, that's going to clean up nice. We need a light signal down here, like a pull tab. Little tiny button, flat button. Doesn't look like anything on it. All right, good sign of age. Cool. We'll keep rolling. Well, back at the house now, just wanted to show you the trash on the hunt. This is about 6 to 8 hours of hunting. All kinds of shotgun shell head stamps. 20 gauge, 12 gauge, even found a 16 gauge. There's a couple of those in there. Lots and lots of pottery shards, things like that are a good sign from that old home site. But just a ton of modern trash. Pull tabs, rifle cartridges, you name it, it's in here. Lots of iron, wire. It's all part of the deal, guys. Got to embrace it. All right, let's get on to the good stuff. All right, here's a look at the finds from today. Plenty to look at here today. It was a big hunt. I was out there for almost 8 hours total detecting. Went to a new ridge, a little knoll in that big field that I've been hunting, and found what looked to be an old home site. First thing I noticed were all these pottery shards on top, and some of this old blue feather edge and some of this thicker blown glass was just really a good sign. So I stuck around that iron, and as you saw, I was able to pull some pretty decent things out. This old spoon bowl is silver plated. I cleaned it up real good. Used my CLR method for cleaning. It's in pretty rough shape, but I thought it would look better for display if it were clean. Lots of lead on the day, a lot of fired lead. A lot of fired lead musket balls. This is a fired 3-ringer. Here's one I didn't get on video. It's a fired Williams cleaner. You can see that's where the disc would have been on the very back. 2 rings on it right there, 58 caliber Williams cleaner. Got a fired 69 right here, and another 58 3-ringer, a couple of smaller pistol balls. And then the brass objects were awfully fun to find today. 1 penny that I didn't get on video, copper wheat penny, 1957. A couple of dog tags that I always find interesting. This is a 1978 Georgia dog tag made out of aluminum. And this one was pretty neat. It's a 1934. If you look at it on there, it'll say Cutters, rabies, vaccinated, 1934. Now, those old tags are fun to find. And then another coin that helped date the site as well, this 1936 Buffalo nickel. So if I'm finding 36 Buffalo nickels and 34 dog tags, that definitely confirms there was a house site there back in the 30s and 40s. Did find this one really nice two-piece button front. The back is missing. Civilian. Little flat button. And the keyhole cover, which is always a good indicator of an 1800 site. Find of the day for me was definitely this beautiful General Service Civil War button. This thing is just in immaculate condition. I don't know how it survives so well in that soil, but the soil is real sandy at this location. Just look at the detail, the feathers in the neck, the shield, the lines there, the wings, the tail feathers. Gorgeous button. And then the backside is just as pretty. Look at that back mark. Really nice. Waterbury Button Co. And the shank standing straight up. Just like it was dropped the other day. Probably one of my favorite button finds from that location for sure. And it lets me know that those soldiers were there. Those fellas from Sherman's March to the Sea rolled right through this area, and they left a few things behind. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. The weather's starting to cool off nice in Georgia now. Hopefully I'll be able to get out and hunt a little bit more and cover some more ground at this site. We'll see you next time.